My name is TrellCornelius, and I will be walking you through my website today. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you'll have as much fun viewing it as I had making it. Let's start. I was working on it earlier, so excuse me. But let's go ahead and start fresh. Um, Trell Cornelius at trellcornelius.siuc.me. I'm sorry. And the really cool thing I learned to do was add a tagline. So my tagline is, "It always seems impossible until it's done," which is a really great quote by Nelson Mandela that I just love. So let's go ahead and view my website. So the first thing we have here is my homepage, and my homepage I chose to have my work history simply because as a professional website, I felt as though the information about me that employers mostly care about should be my first page. And then my personal interest and education, things of that nature, could sort of fall into place. So this is just my professional statement. Most people have objectives. I kind of feel as though an objective is out of date. A personal statement really gives them, an idea about what you want and sort of what you're looking for. And I think that this pretty much sums up the things that I'm looking for in terms of internship opportunities, in terms of, postgraduate experiences. So this is it. This is pretty much me. Um, and then as you scroll down the page, there are different animations for the different positions that I've had. Most recently, I'm a full-time employee at Best Buy. I've also worked in the graduate school at Southern Illinois University. And I've also worked in various positions at my last school, Susquehanna University. So it pretty much gives you an overview of the things that I've done and what they entailed in a little bit of detail as well. If you click on this link, it will take you to a Google Doc that has my resume on it. So this is just a brief synopsis of the things that I'm doing now and some of the things that I've done in the past as it pertains to um, a job. So what I try to do is I pick and choose different, um, in terms of a resume, I pick and choose different work experiences that I've had that I feel will benefit or that I feel relate to the job that I'm applying for. So this is just one of those resumes there. It's in no way a CV. Okay. All right. So the next thing is the philanthropies page. I'm sorry. Um, and the cool thing about this one is that it's something that I really took into consideration. I didn't want too much on this page in the hope that, simple goes a long way. So the first is the March of Dimes, which works to end premature birth um, and infant mortality across the United States. Um, the next is the Elton John AIDS Foundation, which works to, alleviate the AIDS epidemic internationally. The next is the Human Rights Campaign, which works to promote equal rights amongst gay, lesbian, transgender, and bisexual, as well as straight people, um, and also works to promote um, marriage equality as well, which is something I'm really passionate about. And this is also Habitat for Humanity. Habitat for Humanity works to build homes and restore hope in areas that have been affected by natural disasters, which is great. These are all responsive links. So if you were to click one, it would take you to the website so that you can learn, more information about what it is, about um, who runs it, the cause, and things of that nature, which I think allows people or whoever to, learn a little bit more about the things that I'm passionate about. Next is the interest blog. This is sort of what is on my mind right now. I'm sure that you're familiar with the Baltimore riots. This is just sort of my way of expressing, my voice, my opinion, and it gives people sort of a view on, what I think in terms of what's going on in the world right now. And it kind of gets away from the stuffy professional type, and it lets people know that I'm personable as well. I have an opinion, I have a voice, which I think is really, really important. A really important balance, if you will. So if you go through, you can click on videos, and you can kind of see the interview for Toya Graham, which is the mother in the videos that went and got her son from the riots. So that is something that I really enjoyed thinking up, and I'm going to be posting more about different situations, but this is kind of still relevant in the news right now, so I just kind of left it up as a focal point. Um, One of the other cool things is that you can share it on your social media site, um, whatever that may be. And yeah, the next thing is going to be courses taken. The courses taken page is just going to be a running list of different courses that I've taken that have contributed to um, building me or molding me into a young professional. Um, I think that today it's really important to emphasize bilingual education. So I've been trying to learn more about Spanish culture, more about the Spanish language in terms of conversing, in terms of um, both verbal and personal communication. I think it's really important to definitely promote that. Also, there are other courses that have contributed to my knowledge, accounting, finance courses, as well as courses that talk about different cultures, different genders, um, ethics, and things of that nature. And so I kind of took the courses taken page to another level. It's one thing to say I took this course or I took that course and I had to write papers in another language, or I had to discuss, different social deviances in our community that we're facing right now. Um, and it's another thing entirely to actually demonstrate that. So I felt as though the coursework page could really give people an insight to my voice in terms of academia, in terms of how persuasive or how effective I am in my writing. So if you click on these links, it'll actually take you to a few research papers that I've done um, about different things. And so it really just allows the viewer, whoever they may be, to sort of get an idea for who I am as a writer and consequently who I am, as a person too. So I think that this is a really good way to facilitate that on my website. The last part is my inquiries page. The inquiries page I thought was really great for the simple fact that if someone wanted to get in contact with me after seeing my work history, after saying, "Oh, okay, well, he's got some really great experience in you know all these things. How can I get in touch with him?" They can go ahead and contact me by email and leave, callback information. They can leave, their email address for me to write them back. So I think that this was a really great way to sort of um, keep the lines of communication open. Um, some other really cool things. My logo is actually my face. That's pretty cool. Um, and also, my links at the bottom here are actually responsive. So, if we want to go to my Facebook page, we can totally do that. Or if we wanted to go to my Twitter page, we can totally do that as well. So, I think that that is pretty cool. Um, Pretty much any and everything on the website um, can be shared on any page, which I think is awesome. And yes, I just like the way it pretty much works seamlessly. Um, so I hope that you have enjoyed my website. I hope that it meets your criteria. And I hope that you enjoyed going through this process with me. I know that I definitely have enjoyed creating this, so I really appreciate the opportunity. Um, yeah. Once again, this is TrellCornelius signing up.